Buckle up your pant legs, zip up your hats, and take off your shirts to represent just how fragile your hearts are. It's time for Sounds About Light, a podcast, finally, about Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. I'm Sam.
And I'm Mr. Aqua.
Oh no, we lost you.
Well, we talked about how it's, people are just a little bit weird about Aqua. And I thought I'm like a normal guy and I'll play this game and I'll be fine.
You said, I will never be a weird, horny anime simp.
But I forgot I was a gamer. And so
jeez.
I played a little bit of Birth by Sleep and now Aqua's my wife.
Oh, fuck. You know what I actually did? I did catch up on the stream. I missed it. Weirdly enough, I was at a concert for the first time in 5-6 years. But I did get home at 12:30 and I immediately logged onto Twitch and watched your VOD. That's not true, but I did watch it later.
Okay.
I was really happy to see how much you liked the command board.
Yeah, the command board. Well, it's nice because the command board is one of those places I could spend time with my wife, Aqua.
Even if you're not playing as her.
Even if I'm not playing as her, we can still spend some time together.
Okay. I don't know if you're planning on playing the whole game. I doubt you're planning on playing it all while we do this season of the podcast.
No.
Something you need to understand about Birth by Sleep that's going to make it make a lot more sense as you go is it was a multiplayer game, kind of.
Oh.
So when you get to the racing mini game and the Mario Party mini game and you say, what the fuck are these doing here? That's what they're doing here.
So... was this a Vita game or a PSP game?
This was a PSP game.
So could you link up two PSPs and play together?
Yes, there were actually. You'll have gotten the first D-Link, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The idea of the D-Link is that you would make your own, where you would pick all of your coolest, best commands, and then your PSP friends could play as you was kind of the idea. They could be I'm gonna connect to Drew and see what cool powers he has for me.
That's nonsense. No one had PSP friends.
I mean, I can't remember when I bought my PSP. I think I legitimately saved up for it in high school and bought the PSP for this game. It was the only PSP game I ever owned. I have no idea where my PSP ended up. But I did play Birth by Sleep. I was way late and nobody was playing it, so I never experienced any multiplayer stuff.
Yeah, and I always forget that I think PSP sold a lot more in Japan, so I'm sure there were people doing stuff, but
maybe. I don't know.
That's not the craziest console. I literally at one point bought a PlayStation TV so I could play Persona 4 Golden, and then I never beat it. So.
Oh man.
And I still have that PlayStation TV. So that.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Golden is so good.
Yeah.
So anytime you're playing this game or watching the cutscenes, whatever it might be, and you think, "What the hell is that?" Just assume it's because there used to be multiplayer and now there isn't. That's why Ventus got really small. Because there was multiplayer, but it doesn't make any sense anymore.
Why would multiplayer? Well, I guess we'll talk about it.
It was just a little joke.
Oh, okay.
It was like what if the story was because multiplayer? It was just a little joke. Forget about it.
Okay.
Why was Ventus not wearing a shirt? There used to be multiplayer.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into why Ventus
isn't working. Let's get into it.
Like how I get into my wife and Aqua.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're not normal again, are you?
No. I'll never.
How long are you going to keep that bit going? The whole podcast?
I'm not. What do you mean? What bit? Aqua,
okay.
Aqua's my wife, and Mickey Mouse told me he was going to kill me because he wants to marry Aqua.
Well, you did tell me ahead of time that if I didn't like the bit, we could start over. Does that include when we're 45 minutes in and you still won't stop talking about it?
What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing.
Okay.
I don't think I had anything to say about the simple and clean intro. Did you? I don't think I had any notes on it.
I like the remix.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same remix that they used for Kingdom Hearts 1.
Right, but it still sounds good. And
it's good.
The music video is fun, but it's basically the secret movie chopped and screwed.
Yeah. You better get excited to see a whole lot of that battle, because they use it as a secret movie in 2. We see it happen in this game. It's the intro to the game. We're going to see it 3 times because we'll see it with each character.
I assume we're going to play it at some point. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Eventually. But we begin the game on the old Destiny Islands, where we see a mysterious boy we've never seen before.
It kind of appears to be a partially nude Roxas.
Oh, before that.
Oh, okay.
He's got silver hair. He
Right.
says the world is too small.
Yes.
Yes or no, do you know who this is?
The guy with silver hair who said the world is too small?
Yeah.
I thought maybe it might be a baby Xehanort, but I don't know.
Maybe. Did you recognize his voice?
Well, I recognized... I did recognize my good friend Spock. Is that who you're talking about, or no?
Oh, man, I can't wait for him to show up very shortly.
Okay.
No, the mysterious silver-haired boy is voiced by David Gallagher, who is Riku.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah. That doesn't mean anything, I don't think, because he will get recast next time he shows up.
Okay, got it. Cool.
But yeah, I was really surprised to hear Riku's voice come out of his mouth.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Now I'm remembering, because for a minute I was like, oh, are we just getting Riku's speech again about how he wants to get out of Destiny Islands? But...
I guess it is, because we see him from behind. I guess it is possible that was meant to be like a parallel and that we were literally hearing Riku's voice, but...
There's obviously a lot of parallels being built here.
Oh boy, Birth by Sleep, a game of parallels. They can't get enough of the damn things.
Yeah. Although one parallel I have noticed that is different is that my wife Aqua gets to do things and Kairi doesn't get to do anything.
Right, Aqua has very little in common with Kairi in that sense.
Yes.
No, I think that honestly, there are parallels, but there's not that much overlap, you know?
No, yeah, I guess it's like, I mean, it's mostly just that I feel like Ventus and Terra have similar motivations, it would appear. And then Aqua's kind of her own thing.
Yeah. We transition from the mysterious silver-haired boy looking out across the water to a mysterious black-coated man looking out across the water, carrying
who could this be?
Carrying a body bag, basically.
It's a wet blanket with a figure inside.
A figure who looks an awful lot like Roxas, but in a coma.
Mm-hmm.
And without a shirt on. And we get our first dialogue from Black Coat Man, and boy do I love to hear this voice.
He has a hell of a voice.
It's the voice we've been trying so hard to imitate at the end of every episode. Donald Duck.
That's right. Donald
An
Duck.
empty world like a prison. I can't fucking do it at all. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes, this is Master Xehanort, voiced by the late great Leonard Nimoy.
It's really cool they got him to do this.
Yeah, I love his voice in this game.
Mm-hmm.
There, you see, an empty world like a prison. I imagine you will be right at home.
Agreed.
It's a real shame. He did pass away. We don't get him forever. This is a well-established thing with Xehanort in these games, is that they keep casting very old men to voice him, and then they pass away. We are on our third Xehanort voice actor at this point.
Was Nimoy around for 3?
No, he's in Dream Drop Distance, though.
Oh, okay. That's really too bad. I mean,
yeah.
I'm hoping they lay off the Xehanort at some point, but
we're all hoping that. But yes, Xehanort brings this Roxas-looking boy, who I'll just say right now, he is Ventus.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need to keep calling him the Roxas-looking boy. He brings Ventus to the Destiny Islands, and he puts him on Sora's sitting tree. And then we go into the old dive to the heart, but Ventus's heart is all fucked up.
Yeah, it's like partially broke. The disc is broken, and there's no stained glass at all.
There's no stained glass. It's just like a big hunk of white platform with a huge chunk taken out of it. Mm-hmm. But we get one of the classic Kingdom Hearts voices that we can't hear, and it says, what does it say? I'm a
new heart.
I'm a brand new heart.
So
I followed your light.
Some baby's heart came here.
It's a little baby.
Mm-hmm. And
it speaks perfect English, but no voice.
Every heart speaks English. Oh no, I'm coming out as a certain kind of guy in this episode, I suppose.
As we so often facetiously do on this podcast.
Sure, that's true.
But the little baby boy, the little baby, who could it possibly be?
Yeah, I have to assume this is Sora.
I think we have all the clues that this is Sora.
It's the only thing that really makes sense.
Yeah. Even if you don't quite understand what's going on here, the fact that this boy looks exactly like Roxas, I think, is a massive clue that this is a little baby Sora.
Yeah, and there's this stuff where it's like Xigbar looked at Roxas that one time and he looked like Ventus, and there's a lot of clues.
Yes, the time that it was actually Xion.
You're right, it was Xion who had Roxas powers. And
why is it that when I look at you, I see his face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He also said, I can't remember who he said this to. He might have said it to... Yeah. He said it to Sora when Sora met all the organization members standing on the wall. It was the first time Sora met Xigbar, and he said, he used to give me the exact same look.
So I guess Xigbar's always been a weirdo.
Xigbar's always been a weirdo, but also, we're going to find that he's got some connection with Ventus over the course of this game. What is it? We'll see. Probably not too far off.
Okay.
The thing about this game is that each character, their story, sometimes individually not super substantial, you'll find. But that's fine. It's good-ish. So, little baby Sora connects his heart to Ventus's, which I suspect might have some far-reaching consequences.
One would think.
And Ventus's heart restores, the stained glass reappears, and what does Sora's heart say? He says, now nothing else will slip away, and one day you'll be strong enough to win back the part that already did. And then they say in unison something about needing to open the door, more incredibly important stuff about opening doors.
Yeah, and it'll be some door that we don't even notice is the door later.
I've got a few points of interest on Ventus's, I think it's called the Station of Awakening is the stained glass. He's got a Keyblade.
Mm-hmm.
There are 7 star-shaped symbols that resemble Kairi's famous charm.
Yes.
And there is a rocky desert background that resembles where people will have been severely owned by Lingering Will.
Right.
And around the border, I don't know if you were looking at this, but there was a bunch of symbols that kind of look like the nobody symbol, but a little bit different, kind of heart looking.
I didn't notice that, but okay.
You'll if you keep an eye out, you'll see them in a lot of places. All of the playable characters have one on their clothes in this game. I think their master Eraqus has one. Yeah, we'll see that symbol around a lot from now on, but I don't think that I personally have found a very clear through line on what it means, but it seems to be associated with like pre-Kingdom Hearts 1 Keyblade wielders, just generally.
Is that kind of like the symbol is it kind of in their armor, like when they hit it and turn it into a like...
No, I think it's usually like on their belts.
Okay.
I want to say.
Okay.
But yeah, you'll see it when you look for it.
Okay.
So yeah, back on the island, back in the real world, Ventus summons his Keyblade. He's kind of still unconscious. He seems to just sort of be doing this on instinct. And he pulls his Keyblade out and he fires a light into the sky, and old man Xehanort smiles mysteriously. And then Ventus opens his eyes, and we skip ahead in time, Ventus is in his bedroom. There was a little Easter egg. I don't know if you caught that there's a book on his bookshelf labeled Ultimania.
I did see that, yeah.
This kid's a big Final Fantasy nerd, I guess.
I did want to say, so you're saying that this is definitely chronological, because I thought that, I was like, is this after all the action? Are we flashing forward and then flashing back?
Oh, yeah, we'll get a little bit more into the chronology of it.
The letter, I suppose, from Xehanort to Eraqus kind of makes it, I guess it would make it more clear that this is actually chronologically before the rest of the game.
Right. Because we do learn from that letter that at some point, Xehanort brought Ventus here.
Yeah.
And said, like, here's a boy. He's all fucked up. Bye.
Yeah, it's like, sorry I did that.
I love his letter, and I look forward to talking about it.
Yeah.
Ventus wakes up in bed with his damn shoes on. Not a fan of that. Never have been. Never will be.
No.
I got enough of that on The Secret Life of the American Teenager. I was just watching, my friend Croy was streaming the cutscenes from Union Cross, the mobile game, and there was a scene where a character was in bed, and they actually did put the character's shoes on the floor next to the bed, and I was like, thank you! Thank you, Union Cross!
I mean, video games, just generally, they're on top of the covers because it's too hard.
Yeah.
Unless it's Deadly Premonition.
Or, you know what? In Kingdom Hearts 2, we did see Roxas's, like, pajamas, and he did have his bare feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, Ventus wakes up, and he sees a meteor shower, and he runs outside. We get a logo for this world, and it's called the Land of Departure.
Yeah, we haven't seen this before, I don't believe.
Yes, this is an entirely new world to us.
Okay.
So Ventus goes outside. He's like lying on the grass watching the meteor shower, and he's thinking, why does this look so familiar? This is also kind of a clue of the chronology, because what that is, I don't know if you quite put that together, but he's kind of vaguely remembering that night on the Destiny Islands where he fired the light into the air.
That makes sense, and I was wondering if these meteors are gummy blocks or if they're just meteors.
That's a good question. I think that this is just a genuine meteor shower because
okay.
I think that there's some mention somewhere else of another meteor shower happening here.
Yeah,
I don't really know though, because there's no Heartless.
I was to say, yeah, this is pre-Heartless. This is
we haven't seen any Heartless in this game.
Sure.
What?
I mean, I know they're unversed. I guess they seem a lot like Heartless, but I guess I'll find out more later.
Yeah, I guess you will. We'll talk about those shortly. So, speaking of those parallels, Ventus falls asleep on the ground and is startled awake by his friend Aqua. And he says, "Give me a break, Aqua." And she says, "Ven, you hopeless sleepyhead." Yeah, remember Sora, Kairi, that they said those things, kind of?
I do remember that, kind of.
Aqua's a little less aggro, though. I think, hopeless sleepyhead has more of a big sister vibe than you lazy bum.
It does. I guess just, for my own edification, what are the ages here of...
ages tend to get kind of messy in Kingdom Hearts because Nomura has literally said straight up that he doesn't actually think about it in great detail.
Okay.
But he was actually pressed to answer the question in an interview at one point, and he said, "I guess Terra is like 20, Aqua's around 18, and Ventus is like 15 or 16.
Okay.
But it seems like he wasn't really thinking about it too specifically. But yeah. Ventus is definitively quite a bit younger than the other two.
Yeah, because Ventus to me reads as like 12 or 13, not, and then like...
Well, so did Sora in Kingdom Hearts 1. I think the difference is that while they are the same age, this is Jesse McCartney, who was already too old to do that voice.
Right. Right.
Oh yeah, this is Jesse McCartney, same voice actor as Roxas.
Yeah, he's doing a great job.
Yeah, and, I'm always talking about how I like that the characters who are kind of the same are also not really the same. I had totally forgotten how Ventus is a very different personality than Roxas.
Yeah, Ventus is kind of a Sora, And yeah, he doesn't have the angst that Roxas has.
I would say he's even like softer than Sora. I think Ventus is a full-on sweet little boy.
That's fair. Yeah, Ventus doesn't seem to revel in murder the way that Sora does. Yet.
I'm thinking specifically about the scene where he meets the 7 dwarves and he's like, "Hey, that's not nice. You don't have to treat me like a mean person." Like, oh, he's such a sweet little boy.
He is.
I mean, then he does try to kill them all, but we'll get there.
Yep, we will.
Yeah, so Ventus and Aqua sit down together and he wonders what the stars are. Terra walks up behind them and says, "Every star is a world. The lights are the hearts of those worlds, shining down on us."
I did notice how fucking shitty his voice acting is compared to everybody else.
Yeah, I think that, okay, Jesse McCartney as Ventus, I think he's great. I think he's so good. I think he's, like, perfect for these characters. Willa Holland as Aqua, I think she's pretty good.
I mean, she's my wife, but I haven't had a lot of exposure yet. It's a new love.
I think that there are points where I'm not too thrilled with her performance, but I think those tend to be more like janky writing. Jason Dohring as Terra is, generally speaking, not good.
Yeah, like, to me, Terra should have, like, Zigbar's voice actor or something, you know? And, like, instead you've kind of got this, like, little...
"Those are the hearts of worlds shining down on us."
I don't know, that would be better. Instead you've kind of got, like, this little guy, and he's just, you know, "Hey guys, we're gonna bring it together." It doesn't work for me. I
love... There's one point that we got to here where they, like, flash back to him when he's a little bit younger, and he's like, "Being a Keyblade master is all I've ever dreamed of." There are times when I think he's good. It's not very often, but I do think he has some good line reads. I think when he's more intense, I think he delivers a bit better. But it's when he tries to sound like, when he tries to be a sweet little boy, that I'm just like, dude, shut up.
"The light is their hearts, and it's shining down on us like a million lanterns." What?
Yeah, and I think it's like, you know, it'd be one thing if they were really leaning into that the big muscly guy has like a small little voice, but that's not it. It's just kind of emotionless and weird.
Yeah, I do think that there's something about the voice that they gave him that kind of works in that, and we'll definitely get more into this when we get to Terra's story. Mm-hmm. But I think that it does sell Terra being, like, very naive.
Okay.
Whereas, and I will be talking about a little bit of the Japanese dialogue as we go, and it's so funny comparing his voice to the Japanese voice, where he is just, like, straight up anime protagonist.
Which is what would make more sense.
光はその世界の心の輝きで俺たちを照らしてくれてるんじゃないかな。
どういうこと?
I think that Jason Dohring does bring an interesting quality to Terra's voice, but more often than not, it tends to be in a bad way. Also, I learned recently, his dad is a millionaire, like, investor guy who used to own Neopets, and also he's a Scientologist.
I wonder how he got the job.
I mean, I'd never heard of him. He was on Veronica Mars. I guess he was, like, the main love interest guy or something.
Well, I wonder how he got that job.
I wonder how he got that job.
Yeah.
I wonder how much of ABC his dad owned at the time.
Some portion, I'm sure.
Or not, and maybe he just had connections. I have no idea. But anyway.
Who can say?
Who can say? This is a great opportunity to have my first note about the localization.
Oh.
Because I think a lot of it is totally fine, no issues. Every once in a while, though, a character will say something that makes no sense. And usually when that happens, it's a weird translation. And we get one right here. Because Terra compares the lights of other worlds in the sky. By the way, this is the first we've ever heard specifically that the light of the stars in the sky is the hearts of all the worlds.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't know if I was aware of that before.
Well, the nature of hearts is light.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. But he says that they are shining down on us sort of like you, Ven. And Ventus is like, hey, what do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking about? And Terra's like, you'll understand when you're older. And Ventus is like, oh, come on, I want to know now. And they start bickering. And Aqua goes, ha 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 ha. And they're like, what is it? And she says, just thinking you guys would make the weirdest brothers. And then they all laugh and they're getting along again.
Yeah, I was pretty confused by this when I played this part.
Yeah, I don't know why that is how they translated that line. Literally, in the Japanese, she just says, I was just thinking you two are like brothers.
That makes sense.
That makes sense, and it makes sense that kind of diffuses the tension and they just kind of laugh it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they changed it to that.
Yeah, because instead they should have been like, hold on. What did you say, Aqua? I don't...
Let's gang up on Aqua now!
Yeah, that didn't make any goddamn sense.
Aqua, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah!
That was weird! She pulls out 3 good luck charms that she made, and we learn that she and Terra are taking their Mark of Mastery exam tomorrow. This is the first we've heard of the Mark of Mastery exam, but it is the classic old school way that Keyblade masters earned their titles.
Yeah, it gets talked about in an interesting way in the letter, I think, because they say something about like whether or not they have the Mark of Mastery within them.
I think that literally just means whether they are ready to be. I don't know. Actually, we might find out more about the Mark of Mastery someday.
Okay.
I would love to find out why it takes the form that it does.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that very soon, though.
Yeah. Yes.
She shows them these charms that she's made. She says, oh, somewhere out there they say there's a star-shaped fruit that represents an unbreakable connection. You're supposed to make these charms with seashells, but I did the best I could with what I had, which is a funny thing to say considering that these are like... They look like glass?
Yeah, they look really nice.
They look way fucking better than Kyrie's. Yeah, sorry, Kyrie.
Like, she got these from, like, a kiosk in the mall instead of, putting together on the beach.
Yeah. But yeah, I think she says she put some magic on them, so as long as they have these charms, nothing can drive them apart.
Yeah, that really raised some questions, but I don't think they're going to get answered, so I just kind of left it.
Yeah, there's a few times in these games, usually with Aqua, where a character will just be like, I did some magic that means this, and we're just like, I'll just have to take your word for it, I guess.
Sure.
Do you mean you cast fire?
Cast fire?
I know about that
or
one.
You made a magical CD, maybe? A DVD-ROM?
Open wide. Bon appetit. And then Terra goes... Oi, sometimes you are such a girl.
Yeah, which I was like, well, that tracks with this series, but shut up. Don't talk about my wife that way.
My upstairs neighbors are playing loud thumping music, so I hope that doesn't come through in the recording.
Oh, it's different.
Apologies if it does.
It doesn't. It's different than the normal thing, which is just loud thumping feet.
Everyone can enjoy these sweet tunes. I like this part where Ventus is like, aw, so it's not a real good luck charm?
It's like, what do you mean? Yeah, it is. She put real magic in it, my man.
But it's supposed to be made of shells!
Oh, right. Okay.
There's a little combat tutorial sparring match, and then they head back inside.
This is where we find out Ventus is cool like the Force Unleashed.
Oh yeah, he has like the what do you call it, like backhand?
Yeah, backhand keyblade grip on his sword, on his keyblade,
which is so important that when you get to the character selection screen in a little bit, they tell you that specifically.
Yeah, it's one of his traits.
It's his little bio is like a sweet little boy with fast attacks who holds his keyblade backhand.
Oh.
I think, what does it call Terra? It says like an earnest young man or something like that.
I didn't look at it too close. I'm not sure.
Okay. And yeah, Aqua is like, well, we'll always be together, guys. And then they all narrate in unison, that would be the last night we ever spent beneath the same stars.
Sad.
Spoilers.
Yeah, that too.
But don't worry, the tension is immediately broken Whoa!
Yeah, Mickey's busy doing VR training missions.
Mickey, we just cut from them being like, by the way, this story is a tragedy, to Mickey Mouse, like, riding on a big book in a whirlpool.
Yeah, and he's having a really hard time.
I haven't seen Fantasia in a long time. I assume that this is literally from Fantasia, but...
Well, there's a big flood. I guess it is a little bit from Fantasia. Okay. He doesn't have these cool Kingdom Hearts clothes on in there, though.
No, that's right. He kind of looks like the clothes that we're used to seeing him wear, only this is like all black.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of straps, lots of zippers, really cool. But yeah, the whirlpool disappears and he lands on his butt and he's all embarrassed. It's all silly. He's actually in Yensid's tower. And Yensid just completely like bulldozes past this and is just like, Mickey, something terrible is about to happen.
Yeah, and so this made me start to really wonder about how common is the name Xehanort in this world? Because it seems like Yensid probably knows about Master Xehanort at this point, and so then you would think Mickey would probably know about Master Xehanort at this point. And so, like, when Mickey meets Ansem's young assistant named Xehanort, like, that doesn't strike him as weird. I mean, maybe it's really common. Maybe, like, my son is also named Xehanort. I don't know.
Yeah, but, being named Master Xehanort is kind of like being named, like, Stan Smith in our world.
Okay.
No, I actually can tell you exactly what's going on here, which is that Yensid, while he is in contact with Eraqus and Xehanort, he kind of keeps to himself. So, actually, no, Mickey has not ever met Xehanort, and I don't think he's met Eraqus either.
Okay, so, and Yensid never tells him about it?
No, I don't think so. I mean, like I said at some point before, probably, Yensid, he is like a former Keyblade master, but he kind of like resigned from his post, I guess you could say.
Right. And so he just was unhelpful to Mickey for a long time and not...
Well, this is what's funny is that he is Mickey's like Keyblade teacher.
Yes.
But I think only because he's Mickey's like general master.
Right, okay.
He's like, I am the sorcerer who will teach you magic. Also, I guess I'll teach you how to use the Keyblade.
Right, okay. All right.
If I'm not mistaken, Mickey is currently taking his Mark of Mastery exam. I think that is what's going on here.
His makes more sense than the other one.
It sure fucking does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do my apology segment if necessary, if that turns out to be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that Mickey is currently on the brink of becoming a Keyblade master himself.
Got it.
I should say at this point, because it hasn't come up yet, this is about 10 years before Kingdom Hearts 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had no idea. Like, it could have been 100. I had no idea, really. I guess Sora was just born, though, so never mind.
In as much as you can really have a timeline like that in Kingdom Hearts, this is about 100. I mean 10.
Okay.
Sorry, about 10 years.
Okay, alrighty.
I think it's like 1 million. No, it's like 10.
Okay.
We're back at the Land of Departure, and Terra and Aqua are about to take their Mark of Mastery exam. Their master Eraqus is here. Did you get what his name was?
What Eraqus is?
Mm-hmm.
No, I did not.
Yensid is to Disney as Eraqus is to...
Oh, is it Square? Is it Square?
It is Square.
It's Square. Okay.
Yeah. And also, I believe that his face is modeled after, what's his name? Hironobu Sakaguchi, I think, the creator of Final Fantasy.
Oh, okay. That's kind of nice. That's neat.
Yeah, so their master Eraqus is here, plus an extremely nice-looking old man.
Yeah. It's got the same name. Got the same name as my cousin. He's Xehanort over there. Yeah.
My middle name is actually Xehanort.
Yeah.
Master Xehanort is here. He is an old, bald man with a goatee. I wonder if we've seen him before. I already said that we have.
Yep.
And yes, he was also in the secret ending that we watched last time.
Mm-hmm.
Which is how we know that he'll never do anything bad. He makes eye contact with Ventus, who looks very uneasy, but doesn't seem to know why.
Yeah.
Eraqus kind of explains the exam a little bit. He says, this is a test, not a competition. both of you could pass, neither of you could pass, you're not pitted against each other. I'm sure that Master Xehanort didn't come here to see the most promising pupils in years fall short of the mark. So that kind of gives us a little sense of, it's not common these days to be training new Keyblade Masters.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
And then he says, okay, it's time for the Mark of Mastery exam to see if you're ready to be a Keyblade Master. Here are some balls.
Here are some orbs.
Here are some orbs of light. Hit them.
Hit them. It kind of feels like Star Wars training dummies or training droid things or whatever.
Yeah, if Luke Skywalker, if the way that he was declared a Jedi Master was, can you hit the little training sphere? It's so weird. And look, this is a thing that we're just going to have to accept about Birth by Sleep. This game was for the PSP. They were limited on a lot of things.
It's clear a lot of the time that this was for the PSP.
Yeah. The worlds are empty. There are very few characters in each world. And the exciting Mark of Mastery exam is, can you hit some balls? And then a cutscene sparring match.
Yep. But what if those balls were evil?
Yeah, it's a throwback, of course, to the famous dark balls from Kingdom Hearts 1. Xehanort wiggles his fingers, something he loves to do, we'll find. And the balls are saturated with darkness. And I do think it's really funny that this is the Mark of Mastery exam, and Ventus does it. He's not supposed to. He's a little boy.
Well, those balls are clearly out of control. I've got to help my
Balls
friends.
are out of control.
Yeah. Also, Eraqus just watches that happen and is like, that's fine.
Well, as he says, Eraqus also voiced by Mark Hamill.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
As he says, it was unexpected, and I chose to let it play out, or something like that.
I just think he should be more suspicious of his buddy Xehanort imbuing darkness into the balls. That's all.
Especially since this is getting into stuff that we don't really know much about, but we'll get Xehanort's letter to Eraqus soon.
Yeah.
And Xehanort says something about, like, we had a falling out over a petty dispute. The dispute was first and foremost about light versus darkness, so Eraqus knows that Xehanort is a darkness boy.
Feels like you shouldn't be allowed.
I don't think he knows to what extent, but...
Yeah, feels like you shouldn't be allowed, but okay.
Yeah, he just sees the darkness saturate the balls, and he's like, well, it's a Mark of Mastery exam, you gotta expect the unexpected. But yeah, Aqua's like, Ventus, go to your... She literally tells him, go to your room.
Yeah.
Not even, like, get behind Master Eraqus.
It's very, very belittling to Ventus.
Yeah, that's a line I should have checked what the Japanese was, but I didn't think about it. But Ventus is like, no, I'm not gonna leave. I'm excited to watch this. And Terra's like, oh, he can defend himself, and you do, and you hit the balls. For some reason, Ventus is not immediately declared a Keyblade Master.
Yeah, he hit those balls really well. At least I did.
He hit them really well. He used Quick Blitz.
Mm-hmm.
He probably has Arrow.
Whatever raid.
Strike Raid,
yeah.
Oh, did you get their names?
I mean, it's air, earth, and water.
Yep. There you go.
All right.
Same as Sora, Riku, and Kairi.
Right. Right.
Honestly, like, these names were so blatant that it just, like, completely didn't even cross my mind for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, well, Terra and Aqua are very obvious. Ventus, if it was by itself, you probably wouldn't really get it, but...
Yeah. What, like an air vent? Oh!
Right.
Yeah, they hit the balls, and Eraqus says, that was cool, I don't know what happened, and I won't think about it either. Now fight! And they do. Not Ventus. Ventus is no longer part of this.
Yeah, not his exam.
Yeah, there's a little sparring match cutscene between Aqua and Terra, and Terra is very surprised to find himself briefly channeling the power of darkness. And Xehanort is very psyched about that.
Big evil grin.
I love his nasty little face.
Oh yeah, it's good to see an evil guy loving to be evil.
I mean, he's got fucking yellow eyes and pointy ears.
Yeah,
he could not look more evil.
I mean, I have to believe that maybe Eraqus is playing his own little game here, or he's really, really naive.
I guess we'll find out eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately what happens is Eraqus says, Aqua has shown the mark of mastery, but Terra failed to keep his darkness in check, and he has not passed. This is something that I always focus on whenever I watch this cutscene. Terra's little, like, sprite face turning into a sad frown. I don't know why it tickles me so much, but I just love it.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's good because of the PSP. Oh.
Aqua, meanwhile, like, does not react at all.
Well, it's probably good. She doesn't want to rub it in.
The PSP couldn't handle 2 face changes in one
that too.
In one cutscene.
That too. It would have exploded.
He tells Aqua, please await further instruction when we play as you later. As a Keyblade Master, you are entitled to certain knowledge. Ooh, that's juicy sounding.
Yeah.
And then Terra says one of my favorite Jason Doring line reads, "The darkness, where did it come from?"
Oh, what?
Oh man,
I
failed my exam.
Oh gee, I didn't know I had the darkness.
Teacher is mad at me.
Oh.
I have detention now. All because I tried to use evil power.
Well, guess no sea salt ice cream for me today. Oops.
I guess I'm not entitled to certain knowledge.
Well, oops, wrong story.
Looks like it's liver and pepper ice cream for me today.
Well, secret is that's my favorite.
Oh, Terra.
Yeah.
You fucking dork. We go downstairs. It's just Xehanort. He has gone off on his own for a brief moment, and he speaks to a demoed boy.
Yeah, very, very demoed. Cool helmet.
He's got a Daft Punk helmet. He's got Riku's demoed, like weird muscle, skin, torso, and grass skirt.
He is like slighter than Riku, but yeah,
and redder,
yes.
And Xehanort says, "What do you think of Ventus?" And he says, "What does he say?" He's like, "He ain't gonna cut it. Someone needs to break that loser in,"
which is ominous.
Did you recognize his voice?
No.
Well, I'll just leave that a mystery for now.
Okay.
You'll recognize it eventually.
Got it.
But Xehanort is like, whatever you're planning on doing to Ventus, don't do it here. I have to keep up appearances.
Oh, he's been doing a great job, too.
I've been doing a great job with my pointy ears, my bright yellow glowing eyes.
And I also really, really blatantly messed with the exam.
My wiggling fingers and my big smile when Terra failed.
Yeah.
And not to mention my incredibly nice-sounding voice.
Oh, I'm the belle of the ball.
Eraqus, it's so good to see you again. You know, I've been thinking, and I think I may have misjudged you. I think that the light is actually much better than I gave it credit for.
Yes, I love the light, obviously.
Darkness is so last year.
Anyway, I request you don't watch me at all during the exam for no reasons. I'm just very shy now.
I will be keeping my hands behind my back for no particular reason.
I'm just very embarrassed of my small hands.
And if any purple miasma appears around me, please don't mention it. I've been very ill. So don't worry about the boy I brought.
Oh, right, yeah, he brought him there. Oh, yeah, the really evil demoed boy.
Yeah, I have to assume that Eraqus does not see him.
I would think so. Yeah.
He is waiting downstairs.
Yeah.
I love the idea, though, that Eraqus would be like, "I'm going to go to the bathroom for a moment." and Mask Boy has to be like, "Oh, shit."
Oh, I got lost. Can you tell me? Yeah, I don't know what you would think with that evil little boy.
But he says he's going to have to give Ventus some incentive to leave home. Terra goes to his room to read his Ultimania, and Ventus goes to his room to swing around a wooden Keyblade with Terra's name on it.
And it looks like his normal Keyblade. Kind of, right?
Yeah, I thought this was interesting. Did you say on your... I feel like you said on your stream that it was like a training Keyblade?
That's what it appeared to be.
I never really thought about it before, but... Because I guess I was thinking it just reminded me of like the toy swords that Sora and Riku used to play with, but... Yeah, I think it is very possible that, like, before Ventus knew how to... Or before, I mean, even Terra knew how to summon a Keyblade. Maybe this was, like, his training Keyblade. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, because they're at some sort of Keyblade Academy. So, yeah, that was my assumption. It was the training Keyblades.
Yeah, and it is absolutely delightful that it has Terra, like, scrawled into it in huge letters.
Right.
I mean, he must have been, what, like 19 when he had that thing?
Oh, yeah, just a little boy.
But Ventus, he hears like a bell ring. I don't really know what this was.
Yeah.
Unclear. It's the Terra is leaving bell. And Ventus is like, what the? And he goes to go outside, but he is interrupted by D-Mode Boy. Did we get his name in this part?
I don't think he said his name yet. No?
Okay, I'll just keep calling him D-Mode Boy.
Great.
I think they call him the Masked Boy until we get a name for him, but he's D-Mode Boy. And he just appears behind Ventus in his room and is like, Terra's leaving and you might never see him again. I love when Ventus is like, get real, our friendship is way too strong for that to be true, and D-Mode Boy's just like, oh, grow up.
I mean, I've seen a lot of proof from Sora, so I believe Ventus, and not this masked boy.
You are not on the side of D-Mode Boy.
No.
But yeah, he just says something like, oh, Ventus stuck in a tiny room in a tiny world, and he leaves through a corridor of darkness.
I remarked about this, I think, during the stream, but Ventus does not seem properly worried about this.
No, especially considering that as far as we have reason to believe, he's never met anyone else.
Yeah.
He knows 3 people.
Right, yeah. I mean, they kind of allude to that there might be other people training here, but yeah, as far as we know, he knows 3 people.
Did they?
Well, like you said, these are the best recruits in a while, which implies other recruits to me.
Oh, I mean, maybe. I honestly don't think there are.
Oh, okay. I suppose he should know who Xehanort is, but I guess he doesn't remember.
Yeah, so we'll find out more about that eventually, but yeah, he does not remember Xehanort. Like, I mean, we saw the state that he was in when he shot that light into the sky. He was not really there.
Right, okay.
Which I think is why he kind of gets that sense of like, I don't know, I don't like this guy's vibes. Meanwhile, Aqua and Terra, having never met him before, or maybe I think they actually have. So they see him and they're just like, oh, that's Xehanort. He's cool.
They're enchanted by his wonderful smile.
His delightful elf ears.
Mm-hmm.
Adorable. So Ventus has a little flashback to training with Terra one day. We don't know why, but he was just, like, crying. I'm guessing that was a moment of, like, I'll never be strong like you, Terra. But Terra cheered him up, and they had a good laugh together, and Terra probably, like, ruffled his hair or whatever.
Yeah.
What a nice big brother. What a weird big brother, though.
Yeah.
Oh, Ventus, you're doing a great job.
You'll be strong someday.
And he's just Kermit the Frog now.
So Ventus runs out to stop Terra from leaving, and Terra's just like, hey, it's gonna be okay, don't worry about it. He puts on, we see him summon his armor. He's got like a sort of pauldron that he like kind of wipes his hand across, and his armor appears sort of. And we know this armor.
Yeah, it's secret armor.
That's Lingering Will's armor. I wonder if they know each other.
I wonder.
Huh. And then he summons a familiar hover bike. Hey, I know that hover bike.
Yeah, that's Lingering Will's hover bike.
Yeah. I think, I can't remember if I said this on the podcast, but this is another one of my, if I said this on the podcast, I have to apologize. I didn't realize that the Keyblade turns into the hover bike.
I didn't until I saw this.
He fucking throws his Keyblade like 40 feet in the air, and it swings around like a boomerang and flies back as a hover bike.
Can all Keyblades do this?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Like, Sora just hasn't figured it out yet.
Sora will learn Keyblade transformations of a sort eventually, but yeah, he doesn't have like a Keyblade vehicle. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like related to the armor, like if like Mickey or Chip and Dale gave Sora like a cool pauldron, would he be able to turn his Keyblade into a skateboard? I don't know.
Yeah. Do you eventually get control over the armor in the game? Because I didn't have it at the point where I was at.
Do you mean, like, do you get to wear the armor?
Yeah.
I think you might have it in the final battle.
Okay.
But the main thing that it's used for... Did you go... I don't think you went to the Mirage Arena.
No.
The Mirage Arena is a place where there's, like, sort of repeatable fights that you can grind. You have to do it for, like, completion points. And also that's where the multiplayer stuff lives. And yeah, whichever character you're playing as, you'll be wearing the armor when you're there. And also, you can change the tint of it so that everyone doesn't look the same.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Here's a fun fact. I don't know if you remember, but in the secret ending and in the Lingering Will fight, the armor has a cape.
Right.
Lingering Will has a cape. Terra, Aqua, and Ventus all have capes in the secret ending where they're wearing the armor.
I remember that.
But we don't see a cape on it in this. And the reason for that is the capes were designed for a pre-rendered cutscene.
And not a PSP game.
And not a fucking PSP game where there could be multiplayer with multiple capes on screen at once.
Yeah. Again,
so they did have to cut the capes.
Causing the PSP to melt in your hands.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually was a little surprised they didn't put the capes back for the PlayStation re-release. I guess it would be a silly thing to add.
Yeah, I mean, still puts the PS2 to some work, so.
That's right. In the Lingering Will video that we watched, you could hear a very loud
yeah. It's the guy's PS2 about to take off. Remember my PS2 would do that whenever I played Battlefront 2 and did the fights in Mos Eisley. For some reason, my PS2 did not like that.
Oh, man. I loved that game. That game was so fucking good.
It's really good.
I'm trying to think if I remember any games really really putting the PS2 through its paces. I played a lot of Dynasty Warriors. It probably didn't like that.
Yeah, I don't think it liked that. I mean, I had like a launch PS2, and I had to occasionally like open it up and readjust the laser because it was.
Oh my god!
Apart. Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, we took a while to get a PS2. I don't know when they decided to make it functional.
Yeah, later on.
We don't need that for launch.
No.
Where are we? So. Yeah, this is seemingly the first time Ventus has seen the Keyblade armor, because when Terra puts it on, Ventus goes, whoa!
Yeah, but then, well, so this is when he realizes you can do this?
Yeah, I don't know what was up with that, because he's wearing the thing. He's wearing the little pauldron thing, and he puts on the armor, and he, like, looks down at himself like, whoa, cool! So, yeah, I guess he's been able to do it, he's just never done it before.
I didn't even really think about that, the fact that he was so amazed by it.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe Eraqus, like, gave him the pauldron with his clothes and was like, here, you can wear this, don't ever swipe your hand next to it. Ventus is just like, okay, I won't, Jesus.
Thought it was cool fashion.
And it is cool fashion.
It is cool fashion.
So cool. But Ventus throws his Keyblade into the air, and it flies back down as a... How would you describe this?
It's sort of like a hybrid of like a kitchen utensil and a key and like a guitar, maybe? But that's what he flies
I never
on.
actually noticed before. Looking at it, it's interesting because it has the handle.
Yeah, in the
and
back.
it's got like the teeth coming off.
Yeah. So it's still partially a key.
It's like a giant hoverboard.
Yeah, with like a long gooseneck.
Yeah, whenever it looks like he's riding like a witch's broomstick, but standing up.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's kind of cool. It's just huge.
Yeah, I like these. I think these are neat. I wish that Sora had this.
He better. But hey, here's something interesting. Roxas and Sora can skateboard.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know if you noticed that Ventus has a similar mannerism to Sora where he'll do that, like, trying to look cool pose where he, like, stands with his hands behind his head. I'm demonstrating right now. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't notice that, but that is definitely a Sora move.
Yeah.
I'm doing it now, too.
I could tell you kind of backed up from the mic.
Yeah, I had to sit up straight to do the pose.
I cannot even imagine what your posture was that you got that quiet from putting your hands behind your head.
I'm just sitting up. I'm hunched over my mic normally, so like a little Xehanort doing a podcast.
Oh yeah, I was hearing some whooshing noises. I wasn't sure what those are, but that must be from your fingers wiggling near the mic.
Yeah, I have to supply constant darkness into my mic to make it work.
I also didn't mention that before Terra flies away, he opens a portal. This is the first we've seen of these particular types of portals. Mm-hmm. But we know that there's corridors of darkness that take you through the realm of darkness that you can use to travel around. This is the first we will see of what Keyblade wielders typically use, which is called the Lanes Between.
Yeah, and apparently they stopped using at some point.
Yes, and the Lanes Between, as I understand it, I think it's a different sort of plane from the quote-unquote interspace that the gummy ship flies around in. Because the gummy ship, you literally just fly through the barrier into space, and then... Or I think they don't fly through the barrier. I think they can only go when there's no barrier. But yeah, they like fly around in the physical space between worlds. I think that the Keyblade wielders use the Lanes Between as like sort of another plane of existence, as I understand it.
Yeah, we don't have enough of those, so let's add another one in there.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
We'll learn more about the Lanes Between at some point, but we don't need to get into that right now. Ventus gets on his hoverboard. He's riding it very well for someone who seemingly has never done this before. I don't know if a hoverboard is necessarily a good first pick for your first flight.
Well, he flies other hoverboards, just not this one.
Just not this one, yeah. But yeah, he flies through the portal after Terra. Aqua runs out as he's flying away and tries to stop him, but Ventus just completely ignores her and flies away through the portal.
Yeah.
And now we get Xehanort's letter. And we're doing it a little differently this time. I legitimately forgot that games after Kingdom Hearts 2 have reports to read. And I was like, I don't really love reading the reports. I feel like it's not the best format, but I'll just stick it out and we'll be done with them after Kingdom Hearts 2. I completely forgot that this game has them too. So you have read it this time.
I have.
And we are going to talk about it instead of me reading it.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically just talking about how they used to have a fight, or Xehanort and Eraqus used to have some sort of falling out, and he's like, but hey, thanks for taking care of this random boy I dropped off. And, boy, I'm just so excited to come see this Mark of Mastery exam. I'm definitely not here to sabotage the whole thing.
Yeah, it's seemingly the first time they've talked in a while, because Xehanort was like, thank you so much for inviting me to watch Terra and Aqua become masters. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I was kind of interested here because it's unclear how sincere he's being about all of this. Because he's like, oh, it was such a heavy burden our master placed on you when he named you successor. We learned this is the first masters that Eraqus has ever trained.
Right.
And yeah, he says like, I'm so sorry for the terrible harm that I did to you that one time. I'm sorry for leaving Ventus with you. And he expresses his gratitude to Eraqus for everything he's done for him. And he says, you're like a younger brother to me, and I really appreciate everything you've done. And it is unclear how sincere he's being when he says that stuff.
I would think not that sincere, but I guess I don't really know their relationship.
Yeah. He says he's wandered the world, he's seen a lot of darkness, and he's been seeing more and more of the unversed, which he describes as beings derived from negative emotions appearing in various worlds that he's passed through.
Yeah, interestingly, he says perhaps Yen Sid has already told you about the unversed.
Yes, I believe that is what Yen Sid was saying to Mickey when he was like, I feel like something bad is happening.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's true. We do learn that they both know Yen Sid, so I wasn't spoiling anything earlier.
Nope.
Here's something I want to say about the Unversed, because there was a while before the game came out in the United States where the Japanese name of them, Unbas, was believed to be unbirths.
Oh, unbirth.
We all thought that they were going to be called the unbirths.
Oh, I'm glad it's not that.
Which, at the time, I thought was, like, a cool-sounding idea. Like, oh, are these, like, people who never existed? That's kind of cool. But looking back, that's some weird, like, pro-life shit.
Yep.
So I'm glad it's not that.
Glad it's not that. Yeah, it bring different meaning to birth by sleep.
I think that was part of why everyone assumed that was what it meant.
Right, that makes a lot of sense.
Someone's getting born, and it's not these fuckers. But no, they are the unversed. They are derived from negative emotions. What does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't know if I'm entirely sure.
I'm not. And why would they stop existing? Does no one have negative emotions anymore? That's not true.
Everyone got really nice after the end of this game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Here's a fun thing about the Unversed. Their designs are pretty cool. And in a similar way to, you know, the Heartless, they've got the Heartless emblem. The Nobodies have the Nobody emblem. The Unversed all have, like, eyes, but some of them have different emotions. So there are Unversed that look angry. There are Unversed that look sad. I think they're scared-looking Unversed. It's kind of cool. I like these little guys.
Yeah, they look a lot like Heartless, but they are not Heartless.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the other thing about the Unversed. While I do like their designs, it's such a blatant, like, the Heartless and the Nobodies wouldn't exist in this story, so we gotta have something.
Yeah, and I suppose they didn't want to create, like, actual goblins or something for you to be hitting, because that'd be too weird.
So they were just like, what's a thing that could make an enemy that might not exist later?
Yeah. The funny thing, too, is they have, like, very obvious Heartless analogs, too.
Yeah, I think that's more of a game design thing. But
sure.
Yeah, the Nobodies and the Heartless. Actually, the Nobodies tend to be a little bit different, but, you know, there's always, like, the soldier, the little guy. I think they're called the Flood, is, like, the most basic Unversed.
Yeah, I think it's all great. And I will say, playing this game, I like the way this game feels to play.
Yes. This game introduces the commands where you, like, level up your different abilities and you can, like, fuse them to make new ones.
Yeah, and your moves basically level up as you use them, which is neat. And then...
yeah, I love that shit.
Yeah, and apparently I need to use the shot lock more based on the video we watched.
Yeah, shot lock, it gets really, really strong. Shot lock, for anyone who's not familiar, is like... I think you kind of go, like, first person for a sec. You, like, lock onto your enemies and charge it up, and then you fire a big blast at them.
Yeah, it's really weird, and I kept forgetting that it's a thing I could do when I was playing.
The thing about level 1 shot lock is that it's kind of shit, but the thing about level 5 shot lock is that it's broken.
Yeah, it looked pretty busted later on when Ventus fights a regular house cat.
Yeah, there are legitimately a lot of fights that I only won because of shot lock. What difficulty are you on?
I did normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
You probably won't need to worry about shot lock as much.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, should I play proud mode? I don't know. I'm just trying to see the story. Probably not. Yeah.
The annoying thing about Birth by Sleep is that because the files are all separate, the requirements, like, carry forward through each file, if that makes sense. So, like, if you play, say, Aqua on Proud and Terra and Ventus on Normal, I think you still have the, like, way higher requirements of normal for getting the secret ending.
Yeah, what's that about?
That's how it is in every game. Like, if you play on critical, I think you always get the secret ending. Proud, you usually have to complete, like... I think in this, it's the sticker album if you're on Proud. And then I think if you're on normal, you've got to get, like, all the treasure chests. And I think on beginner, you have to, like, completely clear the journal.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. But
yeah,
I figured I'm just going to watch the secret... I think I said it on the stream. I'm just going to watch that secret ending later anyway, so...
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why when I was a kid, I never got any secret endings in Kingdom Hearts. And it wasn't like I could just go look them up on YouTube.
That's wild.
That was like, ask a friend what happened era.
For sure. That's... I don't know. I guess that's fine. I feel weird about gating stuff like that behind difficulty, but...
Yeah, it's interesting because, like, I guess it kind of balances out in terms of, like, in Proud mode, you're gonna be doing more grinding.
Right.
Whereas in beginner, you can probably just, like, blow through the whole game. So I guess it kind of balances it out. So even if you're playing on beginner, you still have to see a lot of the game. You gotta be a little more thorough. I don't know.
I suppose so. I guess Halo did that. Oh, so, whatever.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah.
Now that it's all on YouTube, it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, who cares?
I mean, yeah, I haven't even played Union Cross. Who gives a shit?
Right.
The last thing that needs to be said about Xehanort's letter is, and I actually didn't realize this until I reread it this time. I never realized this before. You said that Eraqus invited Xehanort to sit in on the Mark of Mastery exam. That is not correct.
Right.
He wasn't going to do the exam.
Oh, yeah.
Eraqus was like, hey, do you want to see the master ceremony? Xehanort was the one who said, like, last time I was there, I saw your pupil Terra, and I sensed a lot of darkness in him. You should test him to make sure he's ready.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which I think is probably some Xehanort machinations.
Right.
Setting Terra up to fail.
Right, because he knows Terra's going to fail, and that's going to make Terra fall to darkness or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Xehanort's letter. It is funny because, we talked about how Sora canonically doesn't read any of the reports.
Right, he just throws them in the trash.
I wonder if Ventus might read the reports, because he doesn't seem to be surprised when he finds Unversed. But I also don't know why he would have this letter.
Yeah, I think he's just got the sort of attitude of like, oh, I guess I'll hit that. I don't know what that thing is, but I'm going to hit it with my Keyblade.
This is just how it is in the Drought Woodlands.
The Drought Woods.
Yeah, because Terra and Aqua do get a cutscene where Eraqus tells them about the Unversed, but Ventus doesn't.
Yeah, Ventus just doesn't need that kind of information.
Oh, monsters. Well, I guess that's why the master didn't want me leaving. Anyway, I will now kill them. Yeah, he sees the Droughs on their way into the mine singing their iconic song, Nothing. Again, Birth by Sleep falls a little flat sometimes, but hey, I guess Kingdom Hearts 2 did this a lot too.
Yeah, it did. It just played like standard Final Fantasy music a lot.
This one is surprising to me, though. I cannot believe that they're not saying hi-ho.
Yeah, that is surprising. I feel like that's a... They don't even say hi-ho once. You're right.
They don't say hi-ho!
Yeah.
Very strange. He follows them into the mine and watches them work, and he very cheerfully introduces himself. He says, hi, I'm Ventus, I'm a sweet little boy. And they say, yeah, you're a diamond thief! And they immediately panic and run away.
And then Ventus is like, oh well, better kill these dwarves.
It's so weird because Ventus is like, please, I'm just looking for my friend Terra. Have you seen him? And they're like, no, we haven't seen him. And he's like, can you like come out here so we can talk? And they're like, no, we already told you we haven't seen him. And he's like, all right, then I guess we'll do this the hard way.
It's a big escalation, Ventus.
It really is. Well, I guess I'll have to beat the shit out of you, even though you've already told me you don't know where he is.
Yeah, I guess I'll cast magic on all of you and...
It's kind of a fun little mini game type deal. It's like he's not actually attacking them. It's just like a little hide and seek thing.
They're in boxes that you beat the crap out of.
Yeah, some of them are in boxes. I think some of them are like riding the minecart and you have to stop it or whatever.
The minecart one was annoying. I think there was just one in the minecart, but yeah.
Are they all in boxes otherwise?
I think they're all in boxes or running around.
Well, I think Dopey is literally just standing there.
Dopey is just standing there. His face is horrible to look upon.
He's got bad face, but that is canon.
It is, but it's worse to see in 3D, I think. Because I think it's like, you see how lined his face is, and it's like, oh, you're this weird old young man. It's really, it's just awful.
I'll be honest, though. Dopey freaked me out when I was a kid.
Yeah, I liked these little guys when I was a kid, but I didn't think too much about it.
But yeah, he catches all of them and kicks their asses. And then only then, once he has rounded them all up, he goes, "Okay, fine, I'll leave."
Right? Yeah. Okay, I guess we've done enough tutorial now. I'll leave.
But he. Oh yeah, we were talking about the gameplay. Did you get any command styles?
No,
where you like fill up the meter.
Oh yes, yeah, I did. Yes,
that's a thing that I really like, which is that depending on how you fill up the meter, like if you use a certain element of magic, if you use a certain like amount of like physical attacks, then when you fill up this meter, you go into what's called a command style, which gives you like new combos and new finishers that are like themed around that element. They get pretty cool.
Yeah, I was getting mine mostly off of, I think, like the Blitz or something like that, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You can actually name your finishers in this game. I don't know why.
Huh. Yeah, there's a lot of depth that doesn't necessarily feel like it needs to be there, but it is fun.
Yeah. You can also, I don't know if you realized this, when you get the D-links, which we didn't really... Well, I did say what they are in terms of multiplayer, but the idea of the D-links, because when you leave Land of Departure, I think you D-link with Terra and Aqua, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And the idea of the D-links is that you get their moves. So like Aqua's D-link is really good, especially at the start of the game, because she has Cure, which you don't get for a while.
She has Cure, and she has, I think, magic that you don't have as well.
Yeah, and when you beat enemies in a D-link, sometimes they'll drop these little sigil kind of things that power up the D-link. And when you get 2 of those, you get like special abilities, and some of them are incredibly strong, some of them are pretty shit. I think Snow White's D-link is one of the more OP, which is kind of funny.
Huh.
Her D-link is fun though. You get like all these spells that are like themed around the dwarves, so it's like I think there's like a sneezy one that casts like Eroga or something. Oh. Sleepy puts them all to sleep, stuff like that.
Okay, that is fun.
I don't love them in terms of sometimes it feels like you're dissuaded from playing the character that you picked.
Right.
But I do think thematically they're fun.
Right, it's kind of interesting to like bring that larger theme of friendship into a mechanic.
Yeah. Which is also done through the command board, where you play Mario Party with your friends.
You're actually just playing, I think, Secret Gauge 69 pointed out that it was actually just bad Monopoly.
It really is. It's not really Mario Party. There's no mini games. It's just like you land on spaces that do different things. And yeah, it actually is more like Monopoly, because you're like buying spaces.
Yeah, and the rules aren't exactly all that clear. The tutorial's not very good. I guess I was trying to do it on stream, and I always kind of rush when I do that.
Yeah.
I did finish. I did off stream. I did finish a round, and I lost.
Okay,
because I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't realize. I didn't realize I needed to get back to the start again once I had all my points.
Oh, yeah. The thing about the command board is that when you know what you're doing, it's actually incredibly easy. It's a really good, fast way to level up your commands compared to using them in combat. Just kidding, no it isn't.
Right, because it takes forever to play a round.
It takes so long.
Yeah, because I did it, and I think I like leveled up like a little bit of a couple of my things, and I was like, why would I do this?
If I remember correctly, I think that the reason that it can be useful is that there are some commands that are easier to get through the command board than they are through like buying or unlocking or melding them.
I see. Okay.
But yeah, it's weird. It might be more fun playing with other players. Maybe. Probably not.
Maybe.
Probably not.
No. Monopoly's a bad game.
Yeah, sometimes it's just bad.
Yeah.
Video games can be bad sometimes.
They can.
And this is one of them.
Yep.
Sometimes. But yeah, after Ventus finishes beating up the 7 dwarves from Snow White, he says, "Can you tell me where I can find some other people?" And they say, "There's a castle beyond the forest. This is where every person who plays this game says, 'Is that Doc's thing?'"
Yeah, I forgot that it was Doc's thing, but I guess that is Doc's
Nobody
thing.
ever remembers
Yep.
that Doc gets words wrong. I certainly didn't. But Ventus finds their cottage in the forest. If you're a normal person, you immediately loot all the treasure chests that the dwarves have.
I did that, yes.
Actually, first you hear Snow White scream and cry, and then you're like, oh no, I should go help her, but first.
Yeah, actually, the first thing I did when I heard her do that was run back into the house and look around at the house.
Ventus meets Snow White in the woods and has a very strange line. This is another kind of off localization where she's like, oh my god, the trees tried to grab me, and he says, you were just seeing things. It happens to all of us when we're scared.
Yeah, it's like, okay, just immediately tell her she's lying.
Oh, that's right. The trees are grabbing you.
Yeah.
I think in the Japanese, the line is more like a more general statement of like, a frightened heart can sometimes make us see things that aren't there or something like that.
Right.
As opposed to anytime anyone gets scared, they hallucinate.
They explain a lot.
I haven't seen Snow White in a long time. Does she normally rhyme?
I don't think that's a thing she does that much.
It was so strange.
She sings, I guess, and that is often.
She says like, I was in the forest and lost my way. Do you know anywhere that I might stay?
I guess she kind of maybe does that. It's been a long time since I saw Snow White.
She kind of drops it pretty quickly, though, which I did appreciate.
Yeah.
But he says, I can take you to the cottage.
Yeah.
It's not mine.
Yeah, and then you start a very bizarre gameplay portion.
I hate that. It's a fucking awful
I passed it somehow with like just like the skinniest little bit of bar left.
This game loves making you escort the princesses for some reason.
Ugh.
Terrible. It's also just weird to see Snow White getting attacked, like physically attacked by Unversed with a health meter.
Yeah, well, and so the thing that happens is like the trees show up again, and they start attacking her, and you can get between them and press X to block, but you have to be like in the right spot, and it doesn't indicate where that is. And I think you probably are better off just hitting them and make them go away.
Maybe that might explain why I have lost this section so many times, which is also a weird feeling.
Right. What happens when you
Snow
lose?
White being like, "Help me!" You get a game over screen.
Oh, so you
when
actually
a giant
lose.
like
Okay. Yeah.
bruiser Unversed like punches Snow White in the face. It's so weird.
She kind of just stands there and takes it.
She needs to learn how to run better.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be a Disney princess, you have to get better at running and hiding and being in distress.
Yes, sadly, that's true.
Certainly in this era.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because you can't fight in this era. No way.
By the way, I don't think we meet the prince in Ventus' story. This is kind of a cool thing about Birth by Sleep, is that they all arrive at each world in a different sequence and arrive and leave at different points in the story. And some characters might go to one location in a world while other characters go to a different one. I don't think Ventus meets the prince of Snow White. This has probably been talked to death, but that is like a 35-year-old man, and Snow White, I think, is like 12.
Is she that young?
I think she's that young.
Oof.
It's fucking weird. Let me quickly Google Snow White age. Snow White, is it okay?
No.
Snow White, how unacceptable is it? She is 14 years old.
Bad.
Very strange stuff.
Yeah. You know, I knew this because she was my wife, but I was glad when you said Aqua was 18 earlier, which is still maybe a little bit gross, but, you know, it could be worse.
Yeah, but Snow White canonically doesn't die here, which is good. Ventus just like takes her to the Drouth cottage and is just like, I'm gonna go outside and see if it's safe. I assume he means he's gonna look for more treasure chests.
Which I did.
Yeah, but the Droughts return and they find Snow White, and when Ventus walks back inside, they're all just like standing around her in a circle like, you seem nice.
Yeah, they're cool with her being there.
Yeah. And Grumpy's like, you get out of here. And Snow White is like, no, he's a sweet, hopeful boy. And she tells them what happened to her and why she was so scared in the woods. She said she was out picking flowers outside of the forest when a boy with a key-shaped sword appeared, and then a bunch of monsters showed up. And the Droughts guessed that the boy must have summoned the monsters, and Ventus says he wouldn't do that, and Snow White says, I believe Ventus. And all the Droughts say, no!
These are mean Droughts. Only one of them is supposed to be grumpy.
That's right. I guess, I mean, it doesn't help that Ventus did attack them.
That's
they were
true.
in boxes, and he was breaking the boxes to get them out, but still.
Tell me what you know. Tell me the thing you already told me.
Again, we don't know who he is. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Ventus gets angry, though, and he's like, I'll prove that it wasn't Terra, and he runs into the forest and fights a big tree monster.
And that proves it.
All right. And I think he doesn't even go back. I think that's just kind of the end of it.
Yeah, he does. No, you're right. It goes, I think, straight from that to he sees the witch.
Right. Oh my god, this is so nuts. That's right. He fights his way through the forest, and he is walking through the little field of flowers where Snow White had been, and he finds a particular apple on the ground, and he picks it up and says, excuse me, ma'am, I think you dropped this. And she says, oh, thank you. I don't know what I would have done without it.
Yeah, so Ventus does supply the evil apple that murders, puts her in a coma, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the fucking the Droughts are right not to trust him.
That's right.
He does bumble his way into almost killing Snow White.
Yeah, and that's definitely one of those Disney scenes that is burned into my brain, is when she's poisoning the apple.
When she poisons it, or when Snow White eats it?
When she poisons it, there's because she dips it in this like green potion, and like a big green skull comes off of it, and it's pretty cool if I remember correctly.
I don't know how many times I've seen Snow White. Honestly, I might have only seen it once as a kid. I actually did rewatch the scene where she eats the apple. Mm-hmm. And yeah, the animation on the evil queen's old lady disguise, she's pretty nasty.
Yeah, I think the animation on those old movies can be very good.
It also can not. Yeah. It's really weird because, like, Snow White is clearly rotoscoped.
Yes.
And I think she's, like, the only thing in the movie that is.
I think that's right.
I don't even think the crone was. She might have been.
Yeah.
It's weird. But she sees his keyblade and is like, oh, a man pointed one of those at me and was interrogating me very cruelly about someone named Xehanort. And I said, well, that could be anyone.
Yeah, that could be my nephew Xehanort, or my uncle Xehanort.
Or me, Xehanort.
I don't think we ever learn her name, so it could be.
Crone. And Ventus says, hey, where did that guy go? And she says, stop menacing me! I love that part.
It's very good.
Please stop menacing me. And Ventus is just like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
Oh, he's such a good boy.
Oh, poor Ventus. And yeah, she just leaves Ventus wondering, what is Terra doing? Why is everyone so scared of him?
I'm wondering that too.
This is a big part of why I wanted to start with Ventus. The game recommends that you start with Terra, and I just feel like Ventus's story is so based around this like mystery of like Terra, the guy that is like an older brother to me. What is he doing? Why did he leave? Why does it seem like everyone is scared of him? What's going on? And if you play Terra first, you just know all those things.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's kind of one of those situations where, like, every character, because you're sort of wondering what the others are up to, there's no real, like, best order. You're always kind of gonna have some things spoiled. But,
right.
Yeah, I'm kind of the opinion that Ventus is the best one to start with.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I mean, because he's off, like, his whole thing is chasing Terra. So I think that makes sense.
The next place Ventus heads to is the Castle of Dreams, Cinderella's world. Cinderella is looking at the castle from her room, sighing sadly. She's like, oh, I'm never going to make it to the ball. And then her stupid, annoying little mouse friend, who I always forget exists, shows up.
Yeah, we talked about how I was a little bit taken aback by his accent, because even though I have seen this movie a million times because it was my sister's favorite movie, I forgot about his weird and kind of uncomfortable accent.
Yeah, apparently it's called Mouse Latin. He says, like, Flinderelli and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Zug Zug. I will say, I looked up a clip from the original Cinderella, and I think this is Rob Paulsen doing the voice. It's really accurate.
Yeah. I just did not remember it.
I think that he was... What's his name? Jack? I feel like I expect it to be Jacques, and it's not.
Yeah, I think it is just Jack. Yeah.
Jack. But yeah, I think he was Jack in the sequels, I want to say.
Okay. Yeah, he shows up and he goes, I will kill the Baron Praxis. It's a joke for some people, I think.
I feel like I get it, but I don't remember for sure.
It's Jack.
That sounds really familiar.
Jack 2.
Jack 2! Yes. Baron Praxis. Now there's a guy who rides a hoverboard around and looks really cool.
Yeah. That game's probably not good, huh?
I replayed it years later and still liked it a lot. It's been a long time since then, but I thought it was still pretty damn good. Okay,
that's good to hear, because I kind of just assumed maybe 3 is okay, but 2's probably not that good to play. Anyway.
I never played 3. I remember there was a point where I was like, I'm going to play through all the Jack games, and I played Jak and Daxter, and I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
And I played Jak 2, and I was like, this is actually pretty freaking good. I reverted to a childlike state, and I said freaking. And then I didn't finish it. I reverted to a childlike state and didn't finish Jak 2.
It's pretty long.
Yeah, I've never beaten it. But so badass.
Mm-hmm.
And Jack says, hey, you should go check the mousetrap downstairs. You remember Gus? Well, he doesn't exist, but Ventus does.
You remember Gus? I don't.
And we get the iconic Ventus line.
Somebody tell me how I got so small!
Yeah, he kills it with that line read. I loved it.
It's so good. And no, Ventus, nobody can tell you that. Nobody really knows why this happened.
Yeah, no, it's just a mystery, actually.
I think it's generally assumed that this is a matter of Ventus being an inexperienced Keyblade wielder who doesn't know how to properly travel between worlds yet.
Okay.
But why specifically did he arrive in Castle of Dreams as a little mouse? Don't know. God, I wish he was a mouse. He's just tiny Ventus.
Yeah, it would be better if he was. Yeah, you're right. Because he's just a little guy. But I'd like if he was a little
Cinderella
mouse.
Literally lets him out of the trap and goes, "What an odd mouse."
True. That would be odd if he was a mouse.
If I saw an inch-tall anime boy, I don't think my instinct would be, this mouse looks like an anime boy.
Yeah, but people from Cinderella times had never seen anime before.
That's true and so sad.
Yeah, a less enlightened time.
Poor Cinderella.
Yeah.
She gets called away to do chores. I mentioned this earlier, the very few characters Cinderella has one animal friend in this.
Yep.
I think she's got like 7 animal friends in the movie.
Yeah, because she's got Gus and Jack, and then I think there's like tons of other mice and like birds and stuff too.
Yeah, I think there's maybe some unnamed mice.
Yep.
But in this, she has Jack. I do love the animation of Jack walking towards Ventus.
I don't know that I really noticed.
Oh my god, you'll have to pull it up when Ventus is in the trap and Jack walks toward him. He's fucking walking like Hamsar.
Okay, I will have to pull that up. Okay.
So yeah, Cinderella goes to do chores. Jack kind of catches Ventus up on what's going on in the movie Cinderella, and he says she got a big dream or whatever he says. Zug zug. And then Ventus says Terra also has a dream, being a Keyblade master.
I'm going to be a Keyblade master.
Have you seen Terra? No. Okay. Back to the plot of Cinderella then. They go up to Cinderella's room and Jack tells him about the ball and the dress and she's never going to finish it in time, etc., etc. How about we go around the house finding supplies and finish the dress for her, but watch out for Rucife.
Rucife I did remember. I remembered that being the way he said that.
I know that they're evil. They're literally the wicked stepmother and the wicked stepsisters.
Mm-hmm.
Having a cat named Lucifer is a little on the nose.
Yeah, it's a little extra, for sure.
So Ventus goes on a fetch quest for 1,000 years. I hated it. And eventually he returns with everything except a pearl. The finishing touch, 1 pearl.
Yep.
He finds Lucifer sleeping next to a pearl?
I guess?
1 green bead?
Well, that's just a mouse. When the mouse Latin says pearl, they mean green bead.
I love the idea that Cinderella would go up and see her finished dress and there's just like a button and a bead stitched onto the side, and she's like, "Oh,
perfect,
thanks."
And like a little bit of cat blood maybe on that bead.
We watch Ventus kick the shit out of this cat.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this person might have had like stuff leveled a little past where it should be, because they shot locked the shit out of this cat.
It's a little weird. I know that Lucifer is a mean old kitty, but it's a little weird to watch him get beat up with a keyblade and shot lock.
I think the thing that did kind of come back to me about these early Disney films is like, wow, the stakes were a lot lower, huh? Like, I didn't get to go to the ball. Well, I guess Snow White got put into a coma. That's higher stakes, I guess. But your villains are just like a person and a cat.
Yeah, I mean, Cinderella is, like, being forced to work for her awful family.
Yes, that's true. But it isn't, like... There's no betentacled sea witch to fight. It's just my shitty stepmom and a cat.
Yeah, Cinderella was certainly a lower stakes movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ventus kills Lucifer with his Keyblade. He uses a level 5 Thunder Assault.
Yeah.
Killing Lucifer in 1 hit. Cinderella finds the dress completed and she says, "Wow, I love this 1 bead that you put on the shoulder. That looks so good." And then she puts on her dress and looks completely different. Oh, we don't actually see her wearing it, do we?
No, I don't think so.
One of the other characters will see her wearing it, and it looks absolutely nothing like this.
Well, that's because she did a bunch of work off screen.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, great, you perfected it. I'm just going to perfect it a little better, but
well, I mean, in this version,
love what you did." In
this version, she didn't have all of the animal friends that work on her dress. So yeah, she had to actually make do herself.
So she leaves, probably to do more chores.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Cinderella. Every time she gets back up to her room, they start yelling at her to do something else. But Jack and Ventus talk about dreams, and Ventus, he watches a little more of the flashback cutscene where Terra continues and says, "You, Aqua, me, and Ventus all share the same dream. And then it cuts back to Ventus, and he's like, you know what? I never really thought about it, Jack, but I guess I do have a dream, and it's to be a Keyblade Master.
I feel like
so I guess Terra just kind of decided that.
Yeah. Seems like Ventus should have known that was his dream.
Yeah, I don't really know what was going on there. Mm-mm. You, me, and Ventus all have the same dream, right, Aqua? And Ventus is just sitting there quietly like, what?
Huh? Dreams?
Me dream?
Me dream? Me boy dream?
Keyblade?
Keyblade? Okay.
Me likey Keyblade?
Me likey Keyblade.
I will never fly on anything, so I don't know why I would want to be a Keyblade.
Mm-mm.
Then he finds out you can turn it into a cool hoverboard, and he's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I love this thing.
This thing's great.
That's the end of that one. He goes to the Enchanted Dominion next, which is Sleeping Beauty.
This is where I was like, wow, it's kind of funny this is the first time we've gone to Sleeping Beauty after how much Maleficent we've had.
Yeah, it is. It's cool. I don't know if I will, but I kind of want to rewatch Sleeping Beauty because I kind of got the sense it feels like it's probably the best of these three.
I think so, yeah. I think it's pretty solid. I mean, Maleficent is just a very good villain, and her dragon form is very cool. There's a lot of good stuff in that movie.
Yeah, I like the fairies. We haven't met the prince yet, but he seems like more of a character.
I don't remember him super well, but yes, he is a bit more of a character. I did have trouble remembering the names of the fairies. I've got Flora, Fauna, and the third one.
Merryweather.
Okay, well, it's good. Because she doesn't follow the naming convention at all. Okay.
Well, I think it's literally plants, animals, weather.
Oh, well, now I'm dumb. Oh no, make a fool.
You're having a rough one with character names. This week.
I'm a rough one. I'm embarrassing myself.
Don't worry, I'll cut out the 10 minutes of you trying to figure out what Eraqus meant.
Yeah, just leave in maybe 60 seconds of it or something.
Ventus, he's just in the castle. He just walks into Aurora's room and sees her asleep in bed.
He just shortcuts himself halfway through Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, that is the beginning of his time here, is he sees Aurora asleep. The fairies are like, you get away from her! And he's like, I'm sorry, I've never seen anyone so beautiful before. And then all the Aqua fanboys run in and attack him.
Me too, yeah.
You don't even know what's right in front of you!
I mean, it's okay, because she only has eyes for me.
She only has eyes for all of the fans.
How dare you?
But yeah, he introduces himself, and I love that the fairies just immediately are like, oh, you're a sweet little boy.
Yeah. Oh, this kid, he's got a pure heart. Good boy.
Yeah. They tell him about Maleficent's curse. They say that she has stolen Aurora's heart, which I don't think happens in the film.
I actually can't remember if that's what she did or not.
I haven't seen it in a long time. That's another one that I think I might have seen literally once as a kid. As I recall, she pricks her finger on a sewing wheel and dies instantly.
Well, she's put into a sleep. She isn't actually dead, but yes.
Yeah. Whereas Snow White, I actually don't remember why Snow White isn't dead.
I think it was also just a sleeping curse kind of thing. It's just a thing that happened. The old crone who is the evil queen. Because I mentioned I watched that scene earlier today. She says some nasty shit. She says breath stopping, blood coagulating. I was like, Jesus. Yeah.
Snow White is all fucked up. But
you're right. Yeah, it was just the spindle that was supposed to curse and kill her. And
yeah.
the fairy...
Snow White's fine though, because some fucking random old guy kissed her.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aurora is asleep. Her heart has been stolen. Ventus says, I'm a sweet little boy. I'm going to help you go get it back. Did you like when they encounter a game barrier?
Yeah, it's always good. I love to see that those are...
flame barrier.
I like that those are, canon in this universe.
Yeah, it's a weird one because I'm pretty sure that the only reason that was there is because Terra starts in the area that it's in and can't go to Maleficent's castle.
Right.
We don't see that in any of the other stories, though, I don't think. So it kind of stands out as a weird moment.
Yeah. I did seeing that Maleficent has apparently hired Gamorrean guards for her castle. I did not remember the pig boys.
The Pig Boys and the Crow Boys, I do not remember at all.
No, and they appear to be just made out of her magic. When they die, they turn into green flame.
Is that right? I don't... Yeah, I mean, this might have been in the movie. It probably was. I doubt they made this up.
Yeah, this really did strike me as like, I don't remember shit about shit with these movies, apparently.
Yeah, I'm Googling Maleficent goons. Let's see what kind of goons she's working with. Literally, Disney Wiki, Maleficent's goons.
Oh yeah, the Pig Boys show up. She's got Pig Boys and Alligator Boys. She's just got, like, general animal guys.
Oh yeah, there are, like, lizard ones, yeah.
One of them just looks like a goblin.
Yeah, I really like the Pig Boys, though.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, there's one that's like a little bat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love these guys. I want to watch this fucking movie.
Yeah, I think I might.
Sounds about like movie night. Never.
No.
I don't have Disney Plus.
Oh, I do, actually.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
I refuse to pay for any streaming
I
service.
should say, like any self-respecting 32-year-old, I have my parents log into Disney Plus.
That's right.
Yeah.
Damn right.
That's right.
Yeah, I need to be like, hey, Mom and Dad, have you ever thought about, like, rewatching old Disney movies? You know you can do that on Disney Plus and give me the login. I want to rewatch Tarzan, please.
Yeah. Trust your heart. Let fate decide that you would buy Disney Plus.
I think I've been saying since Kingdom Hearts 1, I want to rewatch Tarzan. This will be a fun arc for this podcast if that ever fucking happens.
Well, we'll just stop after this game and just watch every old Disney movie and
oh, God,
describe those to everyone, then come back.
I'm sure that there is a Kingdom Hearts podcast out there where they are watching the Disney movies as they go, and full respect to that hypothetical podcast. So much more professional than I am.
I'd rather just think that Sleeping Beauty's heart was stolen in Sleeping Beauty.
That's true. I don't want spoilers.
Yeah, right.
I only know the second third of this. Okay, speaking of which, I don't know if you've quite picked up on anything here yet in terms of timeline. This is the game where we really lay it all out there. Time is fucked up in Kingdom Hearts. Because Ventus's first world is the Drouth Woodlands. Mm-hmm. That is the second world that Terra goes to.
Oh, really?
Yes. And Ventus leaves, I would say, maybe 10 seconds after Terra.
Right, that's true. Yeah, he was right behind him.
Yeah, there is a timeline. I might show it to you at some point. There's kind of spoilery stuff there. But yes, there is a timeline, and it makes no sense. It's literally in the game. I think after you beat the game, it gives you a timeline, and it is just madness.
So it's intentional, then.
Yes, they are being very, very explicit, or very, very clear, I would say. Do not expect time to flow the same between worlds. It just doesn't.
So, and does this have to do with Xehanort, or is this just a nature of the universe kind of thing?
It's just how it works.
Okay, alrighty.
Just how it works. So what happens next? The fairies take down the barrier. Mm-hmm. Ventus fights the goons. I don't know if this was clear, because I unless you played more off stream, there's an invisible maze here.
No, I didn't get that far. No.
The only thing better in a video game than a maze is an invisible maze.
Yeah, it's great. We all love it.
It's an invisible maze with teleporters, where the walls, like, pop up only when you get close to them, and there's color-coded teleporters, and it's so fun.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of old games were like, well, they'll finish the game too fast if we just let them do the thing.
Whenever I play a video game and there's a maze in it, I just fuck you. How dare you?
I think the last time I liked a maze was Tunic.
I have not played Tunic. I've heard very good things, but if Tunic has a fun video game maze, I'm prepared to accept that.
Yeah, it has some fun mazes, for sure.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
But at the end of the maze, he finds Aurora's heart, which is literally just floating in the air inside of, like, a green firewall. And he shoots the firewall with his keyblade, and the heart goes flying back to Aurora.
I thought the heart might look like more, but I guess not.
This is actually consistent with, I don't know if you remember when Sora, like, released Kairi's heart in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah.
They kind of are just little globs of light.
Yeah, okay.
Weirdly, they look like heart shapes when they're taken out of Heartless, when you defeat Heartless. I don't know why. And I pray the day never comes that Nomura tries to justify that.
Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like the reason why they come up like little hearts when you kill a Heartless is because that's like what old video games did.
Behold the power of darkness, which forces the hearts into the shape of a heart.
But not like a real heart, but just like what we draw hearts like. It does that.
And then Ventus has an inexplicable vision, because I guess they were a little worried that the game wasn't telling the story of Sleeping Beauty enough.
The heart touched him, I guess, on the way out. I don't know.
Guess. Hearts, memories. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Prince Philip and Aurora meet. It's a little flashback. They do not sing Once Upon a Dream. They do not dance. There is no animal friend.
I couldn't remember his name, so I have a note that just says, Prince Ding Dong looks like a real doofus.
He's Prince Doofus. He does not sing or dance or befriend any animals.
Nope.
This was another scene that I watched to compare, because I was like, there's no way that this is what happens.
No, it's not.
They sing a song and they dance, and there's animal friends, and then it ends with them like looking out across the river at like the castle. Because, okay, the game doesn't get into this at all. I don't know how much you remember Sleeping Beauty.
A bit.
She like has to flee the castle because Maleficent wants to kill her.
Yes, I do remember that.
So she like lives in the woods with the fairies, and she goes by the name Briar Rose.
Yeah, I remember all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. It is absolutely not addressed in the game, so it's just confusing when Prince Philip is like, we met once upon a dream, and she's like, yes, and he's like, what's your name? And she's like, oh, I can't, goodbye. They do the funny little like, will I see you again? No. Are you sure? Well, maybe someday. When? Tomorrow? No, later today.
Yeah, it does really beg the question why this was here.
I really don't know. Maybe Disney, like, someone from Disney, like, watched what they had and was like, you gotta put more stuff in that.
Yeah.
This is nothing.
There's too much anime happening here. Please do some Disney.
You need to like, dilute it with Disney cutscenes. God, yeah, it's a little janky, this scene. And Ventus comes out of the memory and says, wow, that looks like a good movie.
Please watch it on Disney Plus.
Oh God. Oh no, the next Kingdom Hearts game to come out will be in the Disney Plus era.
Oh. It'll just be Plus by then or something.
They're gonna have moved on from the like Final Mix naming scheme, and it's all gonna be like Kingdom Hearts 4 Plus.
Kingdom Hearts 4 Plus. What else we got? Kingdom Hearts 4 Max.
Yensid Plus.
But they'll decide that the Kingdom Hearts name too distracting, so yeah, they'll just call it Max instead.
Oh, I hate Max.
Yeah, it sucks.
I saw them for anyone, if anyone's listening to this and doesn't know what we're talking about because they have already backed down by the time you hear this or something. Fucking Warner Discovery or whatever, whoever owns HBO Max, was like, exciting news, we're changing the name to Max. And I just saw a tweet that was like, here's the new logo, and it just said Max, and I was like, I literally didn't know what it was. I was like, whatever company this is, whatever Max is supposed to be, the branding is not as strong as they think it is, because I have no idea what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I'd sure hate to think of HBO when I think of good TV.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ventus comes out of the memory vision and inexplicably just goes, her dream came true. Bro, you don't know what her deal is.
Her dream came true. She's asleep, and now she'll probably be awake.
Her dream came true. She met some guy and then died.
That's my dream, too.
To be a Disney princess from the fucking 50s or whenever this movie came out.
I mean, I met Aqua. I can die now.
The fairies tell him that they can tell that he has dreams and a strong light, and he basically just shrugs. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, okay.
They're on their way out when Maleficent sees them and says, "Hey, what the fuck did you do?"
Yeah, hey, I was doing things here.
Hey, I was just like at my desk and I just saw Aurora's heart go whizzing past through the hallway.
And all my little guys are dead.
Hey, why did you kill all my little guys? As I recall, Ventus just immediately tries to attack her on sight.
I think so. She does, I mean... Well, I don't like the profile, but she looks pretty like an evil witch, and she is.
Yeah, the fairies probably tell him that it's okay to attack her on sight.
Or she's an evil fairy, I forgot. That's right.
I always forget that Maleficent is the fourth fairy.
Right, the bad one.
Very strange. But yeah, when she sees his Keyblade, she says, "Aha, you must be Ventus. Your friend Terra gave me a little demonstration of the Keyblade's powers when he stole Aurora's heart."
I was like, that seems like you're probably cutting some stuff out of that story there, Maleficent.
Well, we don't know.
Yeah.
That's part of the fun of starting with Ventus. Maybe Terra is evil.
Well, he is the Riku analog, so he should be Maleficent's fun little sidekick.
Oh my god, I never thought about that before.
That was my thought. I was like, he might have actually done it if he's doing Riku stuff.
Yeah, jeez. I mean, Riku fully wanted to harvest Pinocchio for his heart.
That's right, and he helped harvest Jasmine, and yeah.
He just pulls out a saw.
The time to get to
We're
work.
Gonna get that heart out of this stupid puppet. Maleficent is like, "Terra asked me to leave you unharmed, but it looks like I have no choice." She has a choice.
She has some choice, yeah.
This is a fun part in the gameplay because the fairies like team up with Ventus to fight Maleficent together. There's like a cool fairy team attack you can do.
Oh, I didn't know that. That is fun.
Yeah, it's great. After the fight, though, Aqua runs in and says, "Ventus, don't listen to her. Terra's not evil. He would never be like Riku." And Maleficent, I think, straight up just says, like, "How the fuck would you know that? You don't know what's going on in Terra's heart."
Damn.
And Aqua kind of has no answer to that.
Yeah, she saw him be a little bit evil during their fight.
Yeah, and that was a sparring match. There was a part of Terra that was like, "I'm gonna kill Aqua.
I'm gonna kill my friend.
I'm gonna kill my friend." But yeah, she tells Ventus, like, "The master sent me to find you. Let's go home." But he says, "I'm not leaving without Terra," and he runs off on his own. And that is where we're stopping for today.
Yeah, I like this game so far. I mean, even with all the sparse PSP stuff, the story is interesting, and I kind of want to know what's going on.
Yeah, I've always said, personally, I'm not... There's a lot of people who say that a lot of Kingdom Hearts games should get remade. I don't think I want remakes. I think we've had enough remakes. We already have, like, 5 HD collections. But I think that Birth by Sleep could really benefit from having, like, more meat on the bones. But I think that the meat that it does have is pretty good.
Well, I mean, immediately for me, I think that it, from the get-go, plays better than the other ones I have played. Like, I could see that Kingdom Hearts 2 gets pretty fun to play by the end, but I think this one's, like, immediately fun to play.
Yeah, I think that it benefits in that sense from the fact that they are, even at level 1, they are, like, trained Keyblade wielders, whereas Sora is not.
Right, that's true.
So, like, they start with cool abilities.
Yeah, right, because Sora's, like, got goofy swings because he's just kind of doing whatever he feels like.
Yeah. They start with cool abilities, and they learn, like, much cooler abilities much faster than Sora. Like, a level 99 Sora and a level 99 Ventus are not that different in terms of, like, cool flashy shit they can do, but a level 1 Ventus is way cooler than a level 1 Sora.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Not to mention the command styles are just so fun. I love getting those sort of, like, mini transformations all the time, where it's like, in Kingdom Hearts 2, you've got, like, the drive forms, but you have to, like, build up a meter that you can only use every so often.
Yeah, I will say it's like playing a little bit in. I didn't do proud mode because I know these games can be very hard at times, but I was like, well, shit, I'm kind of just like cruising through this thing and not really having a reason to engage with this like pretty in-depth combat system right now.
Yeah, I think that proud mode can get hard. Here's what I will say to you. Two tips. And these are general tips for anyone who might play Birth by Sleep. Number 1, when you finish any character's story, what you're going to want to do is scroll down to the bottom of the save list and put it at the bottom, because the absolute last thing you're going to want to do is delete that file or save over it at any point.
Oh, okay.
Because if you do that, you may very well lose access to the final episode.
Neat.
Yeah. Tip number 2. As soon as you can, go to the Mirage Arena and grind out tournament fights for an ability called Victory Pose. Because I couldn't believe how good that ability was. Literally what it is you put it in your command board, or your command menu, and if you use it within a certain window of defeating an enemy, you do a little victory pose, and I think it triples the experience.
Jesus.
It's so good. Like, I legitimately don't think I would have beaten the game on Proud without it. I was like, God, I'm so sick of grinding. Am I missing something? And I went online and everyone was like, just fucking get victory pose. And it speeds it up so much. It's ridiculous. Victory pose is ridiculously good.
Okay, good to know.
Pro tip. That's what you come to Sounds About Light for, is hardcore gamer tips. But yeah, I like Birth by Sleep. There's parts where I think it falls flat, but at its core, I think it's a good, like, sort of melodramatic, tragic story. And we haven't even really gotten to the good stuff.
Yeah.
It's also just refreshing to get some new fucking Disney worlds, huh?
It is. It is nice to see some new things and new faces, even if they are a little sparse. And also dopey.
Yeah. Even if they are some of the oldest faces Disney has to offer.
Yeah, that's true.
This is Wish Us Duck.
Oh, hold on, real quick.
Okay.
I wanted to talk, it's not quite a crackpot corner. I just wanted to,
please.
More of an observation. They keep talking about the Keyblade, even when people have lots of Keyblades. And it made me start to wonder, are all Keyblades just aspects of one, like, conceptual Keyblade?
Can you give me an example? I don't know if I picked up on that.
There's just, like, I think it even, like, shows up in, like, Xehanort's letter, but they, people just talk about the Keyblade, like, and maybe that's a translation thing, but there's just been several times where they don't say, like, your Keyblade, they say the Keyblade.
I'm going to pull up the letter, because I don't
It's not in the letter, actually. I'm looking at it right now, so.
I do see there is a report that says the Keyblade, the Keyblade,
yeah.
the Keyblade, the Keyblade. Yeah, you're right. There is quite a bit of the Keyblade.
Yeah, they always talk about it as if it's a singular thing, even though we see lots of them.
That's interesting. I don't know if I ever picked up on that before. Yeah. But I will say, well spotted. We'll get into that eventually.
All right, cool.
This is Wish Us Duck.
This is Wish Us Duck.
This is the segment where we try to sound like Donald Duck. I had a little breakthrough.
Oh, really?
And I don't know if I'll be able to replicate it, but I think I figured out the letter N.
Oh, cool.
A little bit. I figured out a way to approximate the letter N. What can I say that has an N in it? Or would it be funnier to not do it? No.
Yeah, it is funny because I was going to say we should say somebody tell me how I got so small, which has no N's. Let me see. What else could we say? We could say my son is also named Xehanort.
I'll give that a go.
Okay.
My son is also Xehanort.
All right.
Whoa. Ah.
My son is also Xehanort.
That sounds good. I haven't practiced a lot recently, so we'll see how I do.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll get better.
I wish I had made a note of when we started doing this. If anyone happens to remember what episode we started doing this.
Pretty early. I want to say it's like the 3rd episode.
I need to fucking go back and hear how bad it was when we started.
Well, we didn't even look at any videos before. Oh, and the first one you had practiced and I had not at all.
That's right. We did not understand the segment similarly to each other.
We did not. No.
Anyway, that's part 1 of Birth by Sleep. Next time, I believe we will be going to a place called the Badlands. They call it that because you have a very bad fight there in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh, good.
Radiant Garden.
Oh.
And Olympus Coliseum, which we can't get away from.
Oh, man.
I'll say this. I think Olympus Coliseum is far and away the best Disney world in Birth by Sleep.
Okay.
I actually like it a lot.
Okay, well, looking forward to it, then.
Yeah. There's a character there who I have no personal familiarity with, but I know a lot of people love him. And it is a Final Fantasy man.
Okay.
Get excited.
I am.
And we'll see if I decide to change that and watch something else instead. Because I was not totally sure where I wanted to cut it.
Got it, okay.
That's it. We're on Twitter at SoundsAboutLight. We're on co-host at SoundsAboutLight. I'm on co-host at Positive Stress.
I'm on co-host at Achilles Heelys.
You can listen to my other podcasts, Dr. Huh, where next time we will be watching Great News for Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy fans. We'll be watching 42. No idea what that one's going to be about.
Did Douglas Adams write this one, or is it?
No,
okay.
No, he did not.
Okay.
And next week is my final 0-0 episode. Boo! We're going to be finishing Fant 4 Stick. We finished Blade Trinity. What a fucking train wreck that was. Will Fant 4 stick the landing? Will it Fant 4 stick the landing? Oh shit, I gotta write that down.
Yep.
Better than Blade Trinity did? Why would anyone ever make that comparison? Find out.
Can't wait. I got nothing else to talk about. I'm editing an F Plus episode that's like 8 months old, and maybe I'll release it at some point. I don't know.
I can't wait. I still haven't listened to Medbed.
You gotta.
I'm gonna cue that up right after this.
Yeah, you gotta.
We're on noisepace.xyz. You can listen to podcasts on there, like LMNOP about Elementary. You can listen to The Wonder Yeerks about Animorphs, Video Game, the Movie, the Podcast. Matt of Noisepace posted a bunch of emails that he's gotten, including one that was like, "Hello, Video Game, the Movie, the Podcast. Would you like to advertise Manscaped?"
Boy, would they.
You'd be surprised how many Noisepace podcasts have gotten emails about shaving balls. We apparently got an email that was like, "You have been featured in the top 15 podcasts on FeedSpot." Or top 15 Kingdom Hearts podcasts.
FeedSpot?
It's some fucking noted scam. That will email you and be like, you're on a listicle that we made. Do you want to like sign over your like everything that you have to us?
Would I?
Boy, would I. There is no way in hell, unless there are 15 Kingdom Hearts podcasts, there's no way in hell that we're in the top 15.
I haven't heard of another one, so we might be.
I have a sneaking suspicion that we are the least listened to Kingdom Hearts podcast in existence. But hey, if you're listening to this, maybe you could change that.
Yeah, I don't know. Leave a review or something.
Tell a friend, leave a review, post us on Reddit. I swallowed my pride and posted us on Reddit, and I think it got downvoted.
Thanks, Reddit. If you leave a 5-star review on iTunes and it's funny, maybe we'll read it.
I will absolutely read it if it's funny.
Yeah.
But don't say in the review that you're posting it so I'll read it on the podcast. I think iTunes might frown upon that.
They don't like that. Just be funny, okay? That's easy.
Just be naturally funny.
Yeah.
Endlessly charismatic. And above all, rate 5.
That's right.
Even if you're not funny, please give us a 5-star review. That's it.
That's it.
And we are hurtling ever closer to hearing Leonard Nimoy say this.
Keyblade.
Bye.
Bye.
Better hurry, Ventus.
Huh? Who are you?
Or you'll never see Terra again.
What? Get real. I can see Terra anytime I want.
Like right now? He's leaving you behind. And by the time you catch up, he'll be a different person.
Look, whoever you are, you don't know the first thing about Terra. Me and him will always be a team. You trying to pick a fight or what?
Oh, grow up.